He just, rock out the rock. He just smoking. He just smoking. He's smoking. He's smoking. He's smoking. 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 Still smoking. So, hey man, it's your boy Boostedfit checking in with another video. And I got a story time for y'all, man. And I really don't know if I want to tell this story, man, because my mom be watching my videos, man, and she gonna see this, and I know she gonna call me. But hey man, we're gonna talk about it because this is something that happened years ago, and I feel like, I could talk to you guys about it. And y'all see the title. Okay, so this was the time that I called myself wanting to be a drug dealer. Now, I'm not condoning dealing drugs or drug dealing or selling drugs, whatever you want to call it. Don't go out there and do that. Please don't. Okay? Because it'll have you somewhere you don't want to be. Okay? So I'm not condoning it. Trust me. I'm not at all telling you to go do that. But I'm just giving you my experience trying to be a drug dealer. So I can't remember what year it is. I'm bad with dates, man. So don't hold that against me. So this how I go. Right? I was going to sell, I don't even know if YouTube be tripping like that, but crack, okay? That's what I was going to sell, or that was what I had in my mind to sell. So this is how I was going to do it, right? So I figured that, I see everybody making all this fast money, and I was coming up in a time to where I was wanting shiny things, rims. I think 20-inch rims were coming out at the time. I wanted, the loud pipes on my car. I wanted the system, the speakers, and, I just wanted all that stuff, man. And I used to gamble a lot, and that was helping me get, what I needed to get. But I wanted that fast money. I needed some fast money. I didn't want to ask my parents for nothing, and I knew they weren't going to buy that anyway. So I came up with the bright idea to sell some drugs. So me and my cousin, man, shout out to my cousin Pimp D. So Pimp, he was like that cousin that, was always with everything, right? So he was already kind of doing his thing. So at the time, I had the money. You feel what I'm saying? So I had the money, and I was going to get me a 8-ball from one of the drug dealers that was around the city. You know what I'm saying? He's not alive now, may he rest in peace. But I was going to get me some drugs from him. You know what I'm saying? But mind you now, I see what how the crackheads act. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I really don't want them to like be coming at my house, knocking at my door and knocking on my window and stuff like that, because of course I still was staying with my parents. So I didn't want that part of it, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted the money. So I talked to my cousin. I was like, hey Pimp, man, let's get this money, bro. Let's get this bread. He was like, shoot, I'm with it. What's up? Mind you now, we both in high school. We young as hell. We in high school. And, we just was like, yeah, let's do it. So, like I said, I had the money because I was already hustling, gambling and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But nothing illegal at the time. So I kind of had the bread. You feel what I'm saying? So I had enough money to go get the 8-ball. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember how much it was back then, but, I had the money to get the drugs, right? So I like, Pimp, hey, I'm gonna buy the drugs, Pimp. And, we gonna get the 8-ball. We gonna break it down. We gonna have our rocks, and, we gonna sell them for this much, and, and we gonna get this bread, right? So that was a plan, okay? So we go get the 8-ball, you know what I'm saying? And we go back home, and break it down. You feel me? We break it down. We get us some medicine bottles, and, we put the rocks in the medicine bottle, right? So we got the drugs, okay? Now, mind you, I was going to do it myself. You feel what I'm saying? But at the last second, I was like, you know what, Pimp? I got this reputation to uphold. I was the star athlete. Like, believe it or not, I was the star athlete at my school. And, I didn't want that on me, but I did want the money. But I didn't want to go out there and sell drugs and, I get caught and then my career over. So I was like, hey, Pimp, you want to sell it for me? We just split the money. You feel what I'm saying? I front the money, and when I split, I front the money, and I give you your cut off what we make. So he was like, hey, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we go get the drugs or whatever, and everything going smooth. You know what I'm saying? Pimp D doing his thing. So I ain't got to touch nothing now. You feel me? I was at like I was fronting. I was the one fronting the stuff. So I didn't have to touch it, but I wanted to keep up with, what's going on, like how much money he made this day and, what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I need to go get some more? Like, we need to re-up, like, you know what I'm saying? So we talking, we communicating about the whole situation, and everything was going smooth, you know what I'm saying? Everything was going smooth. So this one particular day, it was summertime, I remember that, it was hot. And Pimp had came to me, he like, man, hey, bruh, this guy, it's the crazy thing about it, he was my dad's friend when I was younger. I knew him. You feel what I'm saying? And then, when you're in the drug game, you can't be friends with no, whatever y'all want to call them. I don't call them junkies, but you can't be friends with them. They'll cross you, you know what I'm saying? But if we are all about our business, you know what I'm saying, we can't be letting nobody get nothing until, another day. We need the money up front. But we get this guy, he was working for someone like driving tractors or whatever out there in the field or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So the dude was paying him, you know what I'm saying? He was making good money. So he came to Pimp D. He like, hey man, can y'all front me, can you, he talking to my cousin. He was like, can you front me, this or that until I go get my check? And, Pimp, he came to me and asked me, like, what you want to do? I'm like, hell, how much the check here? Cause how I'm thinking, I'm like, man, we need to try to get the whole check. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm being greedy, like, man, we need to try to get the whole check. Okay? How much the check is, we want that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got to babysit him all day, you can babysit him all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, babysit him all day, get his whole check. But this is the kicker, though. The check was, not the check, like a paper check, the money, the payout, the cash out. So we had to go, like, I'd say about an hour away to meet the guy to actually get his check, right? So he telling us all this, and you have to be mindful now. Those guys, the crackheads, whatever you want to call them, they smart as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they'll run some game on you so quick. And we young, he already knowing that he can probably try to tell us anything or take advantage of us, you know what I'm saying? But I'm already, like, second guessing it the whole time anyway. So he telling us, hey man, I go pick my check up, man, I pay y'all. So we get in the car, I'm driving, drugs in the car, got the guy in the back, you know what I'm saying? And we on the way. So at this point, we ain't letting him, get nothing. You know what I'm saying? The first time he got something, he actually paid for it. But now he's sitting in the back of the car. He done got a hit. Guess what? He wants some more. So he like, man, hey man, let me go on, the money good. That's what he telling us the whole time. The money good, the money good, the money good. Okay. So he just sitting in the back saying the money good. So, my cousin like, man, what you want to do? I'm like, man, if he say the money good, because he called the guy. He called the guy on the phone. So we made sure he called the guy on the phone. And the guy was like, yeah, come on down here and, get your money or whatever. So I'm like, man, Pimp, man, hey, let him smoke. You know what I'm saying? Let him smoke. So he in the back seat, he feeding it to him, man. We on the way. Think we finna get this big paycheck, you know what I'm saying? And we go re-up after this. So he just, rock out the rock. He just smoking. He's smoking. Still smoking. So we getting closer and closer to the destination. He done smoked up whatever we had. Mind you, we started with an 8-ball, but we was selling. So we had whatever we had left. Mind you now, he done smoked up everything we had left. Okay? So now we don't have any more. So it's time to get paid. So we get there. He called the guy. The guy stopped answering the phone. I'm like, oh, hell. Here we go. Buddy stopped answering the phone. So we started blowing him up. Started calling. He still ain't answering. So I'm looking like, man, this man done smoked up all our dope, cuz. Like, he done smoked it. Like, he smoked up everything we got. And we don't have no money. All credit, okay? So, all credit. So, he still calling, dude not answering. So, man, we like, hell nah, man, we about to dip, bro. And mind you now, he just smoked up all our stuff. We ain't got no more. And we don't have no money. So now we got to go back home, hoping and praying that the dude called before we get back to the crib so we can turn around and go get our money. Lo and behold, we get back to the crib. He ain't called not one time to return no phone call or nothing. And given the fact that I know this dude, like that's one of my dad's friends. So in my mind, I wanted to do something to him. And you know, that's the danger of the drug game. You know what I'm saying? You don't get your money, man. Like some people lose their lives because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do something to him, but you know, I'm like, nah, man, it ain't worth it. You know, that's just something we got to take that on the chin, pimp. We got to take it on the chin, dog. Like, and that was the last time that I did that. So that was the start of my drug dealing career, and that was the end of it, okay? That was a lesson for me to know that I can't be in this game because stuff like that might happen, and then you go do something to him, now you in jail, or you get caught with the stuff. So, like, it was just a wake-up call for me, and I'm glad that it happened because if it didn't happen and we got our money, guess what? I still would be doing it, okay? So that was a lesson for me that I learned early on. You know, I pray my mama don't see this, but if she do, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't doing it myself. I just fronted the money so it can get done. You know what I'm saying? But that was a lesson learned early on. That's why I stopped doing it. Fronted him all the stuff. He smoked all of it and we didn't get our money. So that was my story time of the start of my drug dealing career and the end of it. All in that day. That day, it ended with him. You know, he probably don't even remember that. He smoked up all our stuff and we didn't get no money. And that was it, man. So that was my story time, man. Don't sell drugs, okay? Don't get involved in it. It's not worth it, okay? It may seem like it's worth it because you're making fast money, but don't do it, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this story, man. I'm out of here. Charge!